It feels like home. It feels like the best club throughout my whole very long esports career. They're bringing me back to a time when I was young and when I was going through these emotions again. And the game and the play style and everything changed significantly. I'm telling, I will never be your coach forever. You will never play for MOUZ forever. My nickname is LMBT, and I'm here like forever. And many of you who are watching, you wasn't even born, I guess, when I was winning my first tournaments, but that's how it is. And I'm coaching for over 14 years, I guess, already, and now I'm in MOUZ again. I get back to MOUZ in a pretty interesting position, which I actually dreamed of for quite some time. It's not necessarily even an academy team, but that's just working with very young players. When I entered this HQ, I was back in MOUZ when we was only talking about building this HQ, and now you see a result of it, and that's very nice. It feels like home. It feels like the best club throughout my whole very long esports career, and it's something special for me. Like wearing just this jersey and colors is overall a special part. Mentioning MOUZ like home, and why it's special overall, because I will be honest, like I have my 70% of my wardrobe is still fucking red. I have at least like 60 jerseys of MOUZ still at home, of different variations and different looks. Well, there is a trophy standing out there. I guess that's a favorite moment probably, or one-off. And I think the first time I wear the MOUZ jersey, same as today now at this interview, and first time wearing it. That was also very special to get this apparel, because I never had this quality of apparel before I joined MOUZ back in the days, and I was like, yeah, okay, this jersey feels like very nice and very good looking, and yeah, basically kind of this way. I think that's the most accurate explanation of the memories. Yeah. And when CS2 came up, we saw a lot of new talents coming, and even those guys like Dong and some other people, they start shining in CS2. The game and the play style and everything changed significantly. Then also the max rounds changed. All the tier 1 scene which was there and all the top players which was there, they're still there. Yeah. So naturally inspired talent still have a very heavy weight anyway, right? And I like the academy evolving thing as well. It's not too much successful academies. I could name only 3, to be honest, and MOUZ one of them. I mean, the technology which helping you nowadays to find some players or some talents. That's one part, of course, and there is a national schools who are growing players, right? There is even some universities who are having esports faculties and stuff like that. So there is just overall much more options than it was before to find players, because before it was only FPL, let's say, and that's it. Why I mentioned FPL, because I was FPL coach for over a year. That was like first experience with Faceit, and I was helping those young guys. I can mention a few nicknames. So GL, Flames, and some other guys was found there. GL couldn't even get to FPLC, and then you knew how his career went, and that was the only tool. But now it's much more different. Okay, so what excites me now? First is wearing these colors, as I told you already before, because that's the most exciting part, right? Second is, like, what's MOUZ NXT overall? What is that? Obviously you have a main MOUZ roster now, where you have a coach from NXT, where you have a lot of players from NXT, and some other players from NXT was already playing in the main MOUZ roster as well, and stuff like that. So NXT is the most successful academy project which was ever made, because none academy projects came so high. I can name only one more, the Gambit youngsters who became a main team and won a major in the end. How can I build that? It's not only me who is building it. Let's start from that, because it's a club together. I'm just a tool as well in this whole big system, right? Right now we finally have a full 5-man roster after quite some time, I would say, for NXT. Some players was here before. Some players came in just this season. 2 of them actually, they just came in this season. They was picked by MOUZ before I even joined. I believe these players are or can become very, very good. It honestly depends on them, and we will be helping them as a club as much as we can to grow together as a team and as an individuals and as a humans even, because obviously when you are so young you don't have so much life experience as well, and we will try to share the good parts with them. I just really hope that that we'll be working very slow way, step by step, and we will be doing very methodical things, because theoretically those guys or this core will be picked up or by someone else or will join MOUZ main roster. You never know how their career will go, right? At some point, and you never know what's the right choice until you try. In any case, you know, when I'm joining any team and I'm talking to players, I'm telling to everyone exactly same thing every time to every player I worked with. I'm telling, I will never be your coach forever. You will never play for MOUZ forever. If you will be, well, that's one of a million stories. MOUZ actually had few of those already, but basically all of them same as I do. They have to take best from their teammates and from people they work with and from me. Give their best and bring this experience with them further while they're learning, because for them it's a start and it's quite a learning process throughout the developing of their careers. So my main goal is to give them a very, very good start and very right basics of how CS will look further for them. And to be honest, I have a lot of response, and that's what I'm very happy about, because it's very weird that people, I mean, it's very weird for me that people are so professional right from the start, that they know how to do this, and how to actually build the process and the work. Not how to play, they know, yeah, understandable, but how to build the work process. So we're bringing that. But the main goal is overall, as I told you, to give them a very, very good base at the start, to help them to grow before they will actually join a big team. Or if they will make it together, well, that's even better, okay. But we don't know how it will go at the current state. That's one part. What excites me the most, that's the players themselves. So it's not only a project, that's the players themselves, because they're very young and they have so much energy, you know. I'm not used to it. They have so much energy. And it's so nice to see how their eyes are burning, you know, how hungry are them, and all these things. And now when I'm working, even like we started very, very recently, let's call it this way, and you're seeing some things happening during pracs or matches and stuff, and you went through it already so much times, but for them it's the first time, you know, and you're living and going through these emotions and good moments and bad moments again. So basically they're bringing me back to a time when I was young and when I was going through these emotions again, and that's so nice to live through it again. If we will tell it on a short note, so the jersey, the players, and the process. The process excites me the most, because that's a pretty long one, and like, it's very interesting. I cannot describe it. When we will talk in some time, I will describe it, because we will have a bit more data on that to share, and some results to share as well.
Which logo do you prefer, the old one or the new one?
The logo, you know, like I had a lot of conversation before I actually was coming into this bootcamp with a wife about the logo, because I have an old cap laying in my car with an old logo, which is very nice. Both of those are very nice, so you can't choose what's the better one. This one is more modern, I would say, and that's like a very good looking thing anyway, right? Old one is a history. and you anyway can see the old logo on some old photos, and that's okay. That rebranding is happening. Sometimes you can have a very successful rebranding, sometimes not. I think that's successful rebranding anyway. For me it is. But you have to develop and you have to move forward. And for me that was a step forward, so that's absolutely okay. And again, when you're looking at the logo, you can discuss it like if I can picture in a gallery. You know, it's so simple, but it's not so simple at the same time. Someone see a heart, someone see a mouse, someone see something else. It's very, very cool. But I like the new logo more, if I'm really honest. I mean, just think of it. It's like 2002. So MOUZ since 2002 it's written, right? 2002, just for people to know, that's a year I played my first tournament as well as a player. So it's been 23 years now of a career, and my players are 17. When you're thinking of that, you're like, damn, you are old. But yeah. The logo is nice. Logo is very nice.